Hello guys, as I released my first game on GameJolt recently, I just wanted to show you how to play it while it is in beta version, because a lot of the stuff that's gonna be in the final version are missing. Uh, like level objectives, the story isn't complete, and there's a few more stuff we'll go through it within the game. Now I'd like to take this video, the chance I get in this video, to apologize to the first 10 guys that downloaded my game here, because the first build I actually published was broken and you couldn't go past level 2 due to the fact that there was an immortal mob there that couldn't be killed. Anyways, really sorry guys, I've already fixed this. There is a new build here. Let's check it out. It says beta fixed. I've removed the old build just in case. Really sorry again for the mix-up, but the game should be playable now, and we are gonna play it through the editor. But just to show you what exactly you should be getting when you download the game, just a second. There we go. This is the two files, and this is the RAR file that you get when you download, and when you unrar it you get these two files. And I'm just gonna quickly click play here just to show you how it plays. Sorry, not now. And you have your basic UI, game menu with the name of the game, play button, quit button. Now of course as we go along this is gonna get much larger, especially if I input the survival mode into the game, which I'm not sure I'm gonna do. If you've read the news on GameJolt about the game, you know about it. Let's hit play, and you have your basic NPC characters here, just telling you the beginning of the story. Like I said, the story isn't complete yet, so it doesn't make a lot of sense, but eventually I'm gonna complete it. This is the information, the key input information, just how you shoot, how you control your ship, and everything. Let's get into the game, and I'm just gonna silence this and just pause the game. By the way, you pause with escape, like in any game. You can exit to the. Let me just fix this real fast. Blah 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 blah. There we go. And now I can start shooting, destroying guys. As you can see, they're animated. Level 1. First off, this is a kids game. I've made it for my nephew. Level 1 is basically very easy. As you can see, you have a good ship. You can shoot from afar. Enemies actually need to get close to you to shoot you, and you need to kill 15 enemies to advance to level 2. And we got 5 on the first. Let's see, we got 7, we got 8. Come on, dude. Oh, by the way, you can shoot their bullets if you're very sharp, a very sharp shot. I don't do that often, but you can shoot their bullets just to negate the damage. And there we go, we got 15. As you can see, there's no loading screens, no anything. Explosions do massive damage. Like if you're near an explosion, you're into an explosion, they do damage, both to you and to the enemy. So the first 2 levels are just to get the player into the game, just to get him acquainted with the controls and how the game goes. This was what we just thought. It was supposed to be a mini boss, but like I said, this is beta, so there's gonna be a lot of rebalancing. We get a little bit more of the story here. You have managed to destroy the first bout characters, but be more careful, more dangerous ones, like don't let your princess get captured again, and blah 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 blah. Let's get into the game. So as you can see, we have a new ship now. We have 2 guns on it. We still have flying asteroids, although they're different. They're animated as well. We have these guys, of which we have to kill 15. There we go. We got 3. These are kind of hard to get through. It's a freakishly hard level because these guys are actually spawning very fast, and I try to chain these chain my enemies so they like that, so they get into the explosion. That way we can do most damage to multiple enemies. Come on. Oh, and we have a boss level now. In this level, you have to get 1,000 score to advance. Now that's pretty impossible if you try to just shoot those little guys, be like, yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. As you can see, there's a lot of them, and this big guy, he can just keep spawning as many as he wants. So that kind of approach would be problematic, but as you can see, if you focus the big guy, he immediately goes down, and he gives you 1,000 points so you can advance through the level. All of these objectives will be input into the game here, but as they are not yet in the game, I decided to make this tutorial about it. No point in reading the story right now. You can do that on your own time. And in this level we have to kill 20 enemies to actually get through it. That's because our ship is pretty badass and the enemies isn't. Let me just roll my mouse here. There we go. As you can see, we have more health. You can use asteroids, by the way, to your advantage. If you have noticed, most of the enemies have very basic AI. They follow you, they try to shoot or crash into you to do basically anything to do damage to your ship. So what you can make them do is just make them crash into asteroids if you're fast enough, of course, or if you're in the correct position to do that. Just a little bit of gameplay there. Of course, there's gonna be a lot more to do with the asteroids. We got 10 here, and we're in the boss level. As you can see, this guy has a shield, and he's shooting plasma balls at us, and those pretty much suck. So they cannot be destroyed, and they stop any damage we try to do to him, but they're rather slow. That's their weakness. So the best idea here is to just try to move around them so you can shoot at the enemy, I guess, like this. This creates a little bit more gameplay. Of course, you gotta remember that this game is meant for kids, so it's gonna be pretty easy for an adult, or even for a teenager. This is like, my nephew is 5 to 7 years old, so I've made it. Well, my nephew is 5 years old, but I am guessing that the game would be good for kids that are 5 to 7 years old. I made it so that he can play it. It's at his level. He can, control the ship, shoot, etc. That's why there's not a lot of extra buttons here. And I got destroyed. Perfect. Now the game is gonna get progressively harder. I'm probably gonna switch over to the editors because I'm probably gonna get killed at some point. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I can get to show you the game through here. And this is warning us that the next boss is gonna drive a very fast ship equipped with self-aiming missiles. So, however, the next level is not that ship. The next level is just minion levels. It's not a boss level like the one we just played or the one with the carrier. It's just basically spawning minions, just like all levels. These are pretty hard to beat because they've got a shield and then they've got a bunch of health, and then you have to kill, if I'm not lying to myself, you have to kill 15 of them again to advance, and it's a bit harder to do here than in level 1. We got 4. Of course, you have a better ship. As you can see, you have 2 self-aiming missiles, and if you can get the shot properly. However, they have rather short lifespan. They only exist within the game for 2 seconds, and if they don't find the target into the next few seconds, they're just gonna explode. Come on, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of them. So basically what you want to do is you make sure that there's an enemy close to you. Oh, come on. Oh, we got the last one. So this is the enemy that Princess Raya warned us about. This guy is not finished, I repeat. Like in the beta version, you're gonna play him like this. Basically, he's just shooting around rockets that hit you twice, and unlike your rockets, he's actually have a very long lifespan. So they fly around, they shoot, and there can be multiple ones of them, and they do 2 damage in total. So it's not very fun when you, as you can see, we have a health bar. It's working, but there's a few bugs in the levels with it. Ah, look, I got him while he was out of screen view. One thing I regret about this game is making it with a locked camera. I think it would have been much better if the camera would follow the player. Come on, here we go. The camera would follow the player just a little bit, at least where until where there is background. But that's something I guess I can do for the survival level. Why not? Where the level is quite big and you can go ahead and explore a little bit, etc. And in the survival level, I'm guessing I'm gonna include this ship if I ever make it, because I'm still mulling over the survival level. Okay, so we're almost at the final bosses now. As you can see, for an adult, this is a very short playthrough. I don't know how much time I've been playing. I lost track of time a little bit. There is music in the game. As you heard in the beginning, it started playing, but I switched it off just for the video so you can hear me. In this level, because we have pretty badass enemies, the enemy score we need to get is 10, so we can advance. Oh my gosh! Yes, we got one. And this is pretty awesome. So this guy, as you can see, he's just like raining bullets at us, but that's not the more dangerous thing. The more dangerous thing is the animated lightning you see popping out every 7 seconds. That's his cooldown timer. If that thing hits us, it immediately destroys us and takes damage. Now that's a problem. And this is level 10, of course, and I just got hit by the lightning, and as you can see, I just got destroyed. You can see it tells us here only one enemy left. I'm trying to, you see these, I got hit again. We probably won't get through level 10, but anyways, this is pretty much the game. I said like it's for kids, it's pretty easy to get through it. Maybe not if you haven't coded it, I don't know, I haven't played it, but I know a lot about it. I didn't get through it because I just died. And dying means restarting the game from level 1, you get through the stuff here, and we're in the game. Anyways, so that's the game. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a tutorial. As you can see, the biggest thing that I plan to add for the next chapter is the objective, because none of the levels have an actual objective here. But for most levels, you have to, for most random minion levels, not boss levels, you have to kill like 15 of them to get through to the next level. And for the boss levels, well, you just have to kill the boss, of course. So, well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the game.